This is very interesting. Nephilim giants are still alive, and here's proof they claim. Nephilim giants found alive in the Solomon Islands. One of the most intriguing and enduring legends passed down through generations of the natives in the Solomon Islands is that of monstrous giants. Tradition has it that these huge creatures live in caves and inhabit underground spaces that connect the islands. Can you imagine? Depending on who you ask, some people think the giants are good, others think they're evil and dangerous, with stories about these giants hunting, killing, and even devouring people. For a long time, this was thought of as stories, but after much research from multiple people, these stories are starting to show signs of truth. We've heard of giants all over the world: ancient Greece, ancient Egypt, the Patagonian giants supposedly seen by the conquistadors. Even ancient Greece had giants. The heroes of the Trojan War were supposedly giants. And we even have the Papua New Guinea giants, the Wiru people, the people of southern highlands province of Papua New Guinea. They speak the Wiru language. And among their rituals is a production of timbuwara out of rattan. Wiru ancestors said to be much taller than modern population and are referred to as giants. Now, concerning the Solomon Island giants, these Nephilim giants that are alive even today, the Solomon Island giants are the example of true giants from the Solomon Islands of Oceania. They're known to natives, and there is awareness of them shown in newspapers as well. They're said to be over 13 feet tall. And their appearance and description? These cryptids are described as over 10 feet tall, with evidence that supports that they do grow much taller than that. The Solomon Island giants have very long black, brown, and reddish hair, protruding double eyebrows, bulging red eyeballs, flat noses, and wide gaping mouths, facial features. And the theory says, like most of the true giants, the Solomon Island giants are thought to be an unknown species of ape or hominid. A popular theory is that true giants are surviving members of the prehistoric giant ape species, Gigantopithecus, according to cryptid tidbits. And according to cryptid Wiki Solomon Islands, during the 21st century, a new source of true giants research has blossomed in an overlooked location, the Solomon Islands. Researchers discovered a treasure trove of traditions and tales from the indigenous people there. The Solomon Islands, sovereign state in Oceania, east of Papua New Guinea, consisting of nearly 1,000 islands, and in size it covers an area slightly smaller than the state of Maryland, and the Solomon Islands are believed to have been inhabited by Melanesian people for thousands of years. Spanish navigator Alvaro de Mendana discovered the islands in 1568 and named them Islas Solomon. The United Kingdom established a protectorate over the Solomon Islands in 1893. And in the Second World War, there was a fierce fighting between the Americans and the Japanese in the Solomon Islands campaign of 42 to 45, including the Battle of Guadalcanal. Most Americans are familiar with the area through the name Guadalcanal. It's believed that Papuan-speaking settlers began to arrive around 30,000 BC. Austronesian speakers arrived around 4,000 BC, also bringing cultural elements such as the outrigger canoe. It was between 1,200 and 800 BC that the ancestors of the Polynesians, the Lapita people, arrived from Bismarck Archipelago with their characteristic ceramics. The first Europeans to visit the island was the Spanish navigator Alvaro de Mendana de Nira, coming from Peru in 1568. The people of Solomon Islands were infamous for headhunting and cannibalism before the arrival of the Europeans. 120 indigenous languages are spoken in the Solomons. Now, the apparently trustworthy source, Maurice Boran, researcher director, Solomon Anthropological Expedition Trust Board Incorporated, is one of the researchers who has been doing investigations in the Solomon Islands on the accounts of the true giants. Australian Boran, who lived and worked in the Solomons as a helicopter pilot and engineer, ended up marrying a Solomon Islander. He grew to know and appreciate the culture, the folklore, and the day-to-day interaction between the natural history of the area and the people living there. And before long, he began hearing about the stories of the giants and decided to write of what he was learning. In his book, Solomon Island Mysteries, Adventures Unlimited, Press 2010, Boran first chronicles the information he gathered from the natives, of whom his wife was one from the Solomons, and he came to know that there were giants on the island, one that was large, over 10 feet tall, with evidence that suggests that the giants do grow much taller than that. These Guadalcanal giants, as he calls them, have very long black, brown, reddish hair, protruding double eyebrows, bulging red eyeballs, flat noses, and a wide gaping mouth. These facial features are consistent. Awareness of them is shown by the newspapers as well. The Solomon Islanders are lacking the understanding that their giant race would be a big scientific discovery to the rest of the world. Whether by design or not, it's appropriate that the Solomon Islands national logo is the place that time forgot, Boran points out. And he has collected first-hand accounts of the sightings of the giants, said to be over 15 feet tall, and which leaves footprints around construction sites. There are even kidnapping stories, and he shared one at the website. This is on Cryptid Thandon. Very interesting. People should go there, anthropologists should go there and start researching, obviously, because they have sightings even today. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. And this is also on Collective Spark by T.K. Randall. Thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.